The divine rhythm continues its infinite course, flowing through each moment, unceasing and pure. This pulse, beyond time, beyond place, permeates all existence, linking every being, every element, every breath. In this rhythm, all creation is sustained, nurtured by an unspoken law and eternal truth. Each movement, no matter how small or large, is an expression of this divine force, a sacred unfolding of life, breath, and consciousness. It flows through the very core of the universe, binding all things in an unbroken thread, connecting all to the divine source, the sacred pulse that drives creation forward. In this divine flow, peace naturally arises. It is not the peace that comes from external factors or circumstances. This peace is not dependent on the world outside, but on the inner surrender to the sacred pulse. It is a profound stillness that fills the soul, a calm rooted deep in the heart of divine understanding. Peace arises from recognizing that every aspect of existence is unfolding according to divine will. There is no resistance to this flow, no struggle to change or control what is. In this peace, there is no fear, no uncertainty, no question. It is the deep knowing that everything is unfolding in divine order, even in moments of seeming chaos. This peace is not fleeting or temporary. It is eternal, ever-present, always available. It is the foundation of the soul, the core of every being, accessible when one aligns fully with the divine rhythm. Peace is felt in every thought, and every action, in every word. It is not an absence of disturbance, but the inner calm that allows one to remain steady, no matter what external conditions may be. Peace is a reflection of divine love, the unwavering presence that holds all beings in grace and wisdom. It does not waver with circumstances. It is the constant presence that fills the soul when it is attuned to the divine pulse. From this peace, love arises, flowing freely and abundantly. Love is the very essence of the divine pulse, the force that holds all things together, the energy that moves through every soul, through every interaction, through every creation. Love transcends all boundaries, all forms, all separations. It is not a love that is earned, nor is it a love that demands anything in return. It is love in its purest, most infinite form, an expression of divine grace that flows without end. When aligned with the divine rhythm, love naturally flows from the heart, unconditionally and without expectation. This love is the force that heals, that transforms, that connects all beings. It is not limited by time or space. Love flows through all creation, weaving together the infinite tapestry of existence. In love, there is no division, no judgment. There is only unity, only the recognition that all beings are part of the same divine rhythm, expressions of the same sacred pulse. Love sees the divine in all things and embraces it with compassion and tenderness. When one lives in alignment with love, every action, every thought, every word becomes an expression of that divine energy. As love flows freely from the heart, joy emerges. Joy is not a transient emotion. It is the natural overflow of the soul when it aligns with the divine rhythm. Joy is the radiant energy that fills every cell, every thought, every action with divine light. Joy does not depend on external factors. It does not come from accomplishments, possessions, or achievements. Joy arises when the soul remembers its true nature, when it reconnects with the divine pulse that flows through all things. In joy, there is no desire for more. Joy is complete in itself, a celebration of life, an expression of the soul's deepest gratitude for existence itself. Joy is not bound by time, nor by circumstances. It is eternal, flowing endlessly from the soul that is in harmony with the divine rhythm. In joy, there is a fullness of being, and awareness that all of life is a gift. Every moment becomes an opportunity to express gratitude, to recognize the sacredness of each breath, each step, each word. Joy is the natural response to the divine, the light of the soul shining through the world. When one aligns with joy, it overflows naturally, touching all beings, transforming every moment into an expression of divine beauty. Peace, love, and joy are not separate entities, but expressions of the same divine pulse. They flow from the same source, intertwined, inseparable, each one a reflection of the other. These divine qualities are not something to be attained or sought after. They are already present within every soul, already woven into the very fabric of being. When one aligns with the divine rhythm, these qualities naturally overflow, filling every moment with their light, their grace, and their power. They transform every thought, every word, every action into an expression of divine unity. As peace, love, and joy overflow from the soul, they begin to shape the world around them. The world becomes a reflection of the divine pulse, a mirror of the sacred rhythm that moves through all things. Every encounter, every relationship, every experience becomes an opportunity to express these qualities, to share peace, love, and joy with the world. The more one aligns with the divine flow, the more these qualities overflow from the heart, transforming every moment into an opportunity to experience divine grace. The world mirrors the energy one brings to it, reflecting the divine pulse in every interaction, every encounter. There is no separation between the self and the divine pulse. When one aligns with this sacred flow, they become one with it. The divine pulse moves through every part of the being, guiding every thought, every action, every word. There is no distinction between self and other. All is united in this same divine rhythm. The more one aligns with this flow, the more peace, love, and joy naturally rise from within, filling every aspect of life with their divine presence. Every moment, every experience becomes an opportunity to express divine grace, to live in harmony with the sacred pulse that sustains all life. The divine pulse continues, unbroken and eternal, moving through every moment, every experience, every soul. It is the essence of all creation, guiding all beings toward their highest expression. To align with the divine pulse is to live in harmony with all that is, to move with the rhythm of the universe, allowing peace, love, and joy to overflow from the heart. There is no struggle, no effort. Everything flows naturally when one is in alignment with the divine rhythm. The soul becomes a vessel for divine energy, radiating peace, love, and joy into the world. Every step, every breath, every word becomes an expression of the divine pulse, transforming the world into a reflection of divine unity. The divine pulse is ever present, unceasing and eternal, moving through all things, connecting all beings, and guiding every soul. To align with this sacred rhythm is to live in perfect harmony with the flow of existence. As one surrenders to this flow, peace, love, and joy naturally rise from within, filling every moment with their divine presence. There is no need to seek or strive for these qualities, for they are already within, already part of the essence of being. The more one aligns with the divine rhythm, the more peace, love, and joy overflow, transforming every experience into an opportunity to express divine grace. Each moment becomes sacred, an opportunity to express the divine pulse. Every relationship, every experience becomes an opportunity to share peace, love, and joy with the world. The more one surrenders to the divine flow, the more these qualities overflow from the soul, shaping every aspect of life with their divine presence. There is no gap, no division between the self and the sacred rhythm. All are one in the divine pulse, each soul a part of the eternal unfolding of creation. As one continues to align with the divine flow, they become a living embodiment of peace, love, and joy. These qualities overflow naturally, filling every moment, every interaction, every experience with divine grace. Life becomes a continuous expression of the divine pulse, an opportunity to reflect the sacred rhythm that sustains all existence. In this alignment, there is no distance, no separation, only the pure flow of divine energy, moving through all, guiding each soul toward its highest potential. There is no need to search for peace, love, or joy, for they are already within. They are part of the essence of being, and when one aligns with the divine rhythm, they naturally overflow, filling every moment with their divine presence. As peace, love, and joy continue to overflow, they shape every aspect of life, every relationship, and every experience. The more one aligns with the divine pulse, the more the world reflects these qualities back, transforming every moment into an opportunity to live in divine harmony. Peace, love, and joy are not external. They are the natural state of the soul when aligned with the divine rhythm. They are part of the essence of being, and when one surrenders to the sacred flow, they naturally rise from within, transforming every experience into an expression of divine unity. The sun does not plead for permission to rise, nor does it falter in its ascent. It does not look upon the earth with hesitation, does not wonder if its light is too much, too vast, too overwhelming. It burns because it must, because it was created to shine, because it is the unyielding force of day breaking through the veil of night. It does not wait to be welcomed. It simply arrives, radiant and certain, gifting warmth without condition, without regret. The river does not mourn the stones it polishes, nor does it curse the falls that break its descent. It does not resist the pull of the sea, does not struggle against the vast embrace of the boundless waters. It knows that to surrender is not to be lost, it is to find a deeper belonging, to merge with something greater than itself. The river does not cease, it becomes. The fire does not weep for the wood it consumes, nor does it fear the moment when it will dwindle to embers. It does not seek to preserve itself beyond its purpose, does not cling to the fuel that feeds its hunger. It is not bound by the illusion of permanence, for it understands what the world has forgotten. There is no loss, only transformation. The wind does not pause to question its course. It does not ask if it is free to move, does not wonder if it is worthy to touch the mountains, the valleys, the trembling leaves upon the branches of the silent trees. It carries the whispers of the world without doubt, without fear, without hesitation. It does not seek a destination, it is the journey itself, boundless, eternal, untamed. The stars do not cease their burning even when no eyes remain to witness their light. They do not wane in uncertainty, do not flicker in doubt. They shine because it is their nature, because the infinite expanse of the cosmos has called them forth, because they are part of the great and endless design. They do not measure their brilliance by the gaze of those below. They shine because they must, because they were born to burn, because even in the void, they are never alone. The ocean does not resist the storm, nor does it fight the moon that moves its tides. It does not hold back the waves in fear, does not grasp at the rain that falls upon its surface. It gives, it takes, it moves with a force beyond sight, beyond understanding, beyond the limits of the shorebound mind. It does not question its depth, does not shrink from its vastness. It is the beginning and the return, the embrace and the release, the mirror of the heavens, and the keeper of the earth's oldest secrets. The tree does not lament the leaves that drift from its branches, nor does it resist the winter that strips it bare. It does not cling to what was, does not fear the silence, the stillness, the waiting. It knows that even in emptiness there is life. Even in the cold, there is preparation. Even in the depths of sleep, there is the whisper of what will come. The tree does not mourn, it trusts. The dawn does not wait for permission to break the night. It does not hold back its colors, does not dim its light to spare the darkness. It arrives with quiet certainty, with the promise that no night is endless, that even the deepest shadow will surrender to the touch of gold upon the sky. It does not question whether the world is ready. It does not hesitate before it sins. It rises because it must, because it is called, because it is time. The breath does not fear its release, does not mourn the air it gives away. It does not hesitate before it fills the lungs again, does not question whether it is needed, whether it is enough. It moves without resistance, without doubt, without regret. It is the quiet force that sustains, the rhythm of life itself, the unseen, unbroken thread between the body and the boundless. The flame does not apologize for its burning. The wave does not resist the shore. The wind does not silence itself for fear of being too much. The self does not need to shrink, does not need to wait, does not need to ask for what has already been granted. It does not need to seek what has never been lost. It does not need to hold back the light that was always meant to shine. The sky does not fear the storm. The river does not fear the sea. The mountain does not fear the wind that carves its slopes. The self does not need to fear the change that calls it forward. It does not need to resist the tides that shape it, the fires that refine it, the winds that carry it toward what is waiting beyond the horizon. The horizon does not mark an end, it marks a calling. It does not separate, it invites. It does not close, it expands. The self does not need to stop, it only needs to step forward. The path does not take one away, it only takes one deeper, only takes one home. The ocean does not measure its worth by the waves it sends to shore. The stars do not count their light to prove their place in the sky. The self does not need to justify its existence. It does not need to earn what has already been given. It does not need to ask for what has always been its own. The fire does not fight the darkness. The wave does not fear the shore. The wind does not resist the sky. The self does not need to struggle against what is. It does not need to battle against its own nature. It does not need to chase what has always been within. The river does not cling to the mountains that birthed it. The breath does not grasp at the air it releases. The tree does not hold on to the leaves that fall. The self does not need to hold on to what was, for nothing is ever truly lost, only transformed, only returned, only made new again. The mountain does not mourn the rain that washes its slopes. The tide does not grieve the moon that moves it. The flame does not fear the darkness it consumes. The self does not need to fear change, for change is not an end, it is a passage, a cycle, a return to the endless, to the vast, to the infinite. The stars do not fear the night. The river does not resist the ocean. The breath does not fight the wind. The self does not need to struggle against existence. It only needs to awaken, to surrender, to remember. It is already here. It is already whole. It is already infinite. The eternal rhythm of creation unfolds, each beat an expression of divine love, unbroken, relentless in its flow. Through all life, through every heart, through every breath, it reverberates, silent yet profound. This pulse does not need to be spoken, nor does it need the world to acknowledge it. It is self-sustaining, eternal, and unshakable. It is the breath of existence itself, the very force behind every creation. From the galaxies to the smallest leaf, this sacred pulse touches all, connecting everything to the heart of creation. In its embrace, peace is found. This peace, however, is not a fleeting feeling that comes with external calm or absence of conflict. It is a deep, still knowing, a tranquil space within that remains untouched by the conditions of the world. Peace flows not from what is outside, but from a profound recognition that all is unfolding according to a divine rhythm. Every wave of life, every moment, every interaction is woven into this rhythm with perfect grace. As one surrenders to the divine pulse, peace rises naturally, like a river flowing effortlessly toward its destination. In this peace, there is no need to seek or strive. All is in perfect alignment with the flow. Every soul that aligns with this rhythm finds its place, moving in harmony with the divine. This peace does not seek to change the external world, nor does it struggle against it. It simply exists, knowing that every challenge, every joy, every sorrow, and every blessing is part of the unfolding divine plan. The more one surrenders to this divine flow, the more peace fills the soul, and the more one can stand grounded in the heart of creation, fully present, fully aware, fully alive. From this deep peace, love naturally rises. Love, like peace, is not a creation of the mind, nor is it a product of the external world. Love is an eternal expression of the divine pulse. It moves through all beings, through every thought, every breath, every gesture. Love is not bound by time or space, nor by any condition. It simply is. It is the energy that sustains life, the light that illuminates every dark place, the warmth that embraces every soul. Love is the force that binds all things together in unity, a bond that transcends the limitations of human understanding. It flows freely, unceasingly, from the center of creation. When aligned with this divine rhythm, love overflows from the heart, filling every aspect of life. It transforms every thought into an expression of grace, every word into an offering of kindness, and every action into a manifestation of divine harmony. In love, there is no fear, no division. All is seen as one, all is cherished, all is held with reverence. In love, the soul sees beyond the surface, recognizing the divine essence in all beings. Love is a force that heals, that creates, that transforms. It does not seek to possess or control, for love is not bound by any need. It simply flows, freely and fully, filling the world with its presence. As love flows, joy emerges naturally. Joy is the radiant expression of the soul when it is aligned with a divine rhythm. It is the spontaneous overflow of gratitude, the inner celebration of life itself. Joy does not depend on circumstances or conditions. It arises from within, from the soul that remembers its true connection to the divine pulse. In joy, the soul remembers its oneness with creation, its unity with the divine flow that sustains all life. In this joy, there is no need for anything more, for joy is complete in itself. Joy transforms every moment, turning it into a celebration of divine existence. It turns even the simplest of actions into expressions of love and reverence. It fills the heart with light, allowing the soul to shine brightly and spread its light into the world. Joy is the natural result of remembering one's connection to the divine pulse, of surrendering fully to the flow of creation. In joy, there is freedom, for the soul recognizes that it is whole, that it is already complete, and that all of existence is a gift to be cherished and celebrated. Peace, love, and joy are not separate, but are the divine expressions of the same pulse. They flow naturally from the soul when aligned with a divine rhythm, like rivers that emerge from the same source, each one reflecting the beauty and the truth of the sacred flow. When one aligns with the divine pulse, these qualities rise from within, filling every thought, every action, every relationship with divine presence. They do not depend on external circumstances, nor are they affected by the world's conditions. They are the essence of being, the natural state of the soul when it is in harmony with the divine flow. As peace, love, and joy flow from the soul, they begin to shape the world around them. The world becomes a reflection of the divine pulse, a mirror of the sacred rhythm that moves through all things. Every thought, every word, every action becomes an opportunity to express these divine qualities, to share peace, love, and joy with the world. The more one aligns with the divine rhythm, the more these qualities overflow from within, filling every experience with divine grace. The world mirrors the energy one brings to it, reflecting back peace, love, and joy in ways that transform every encounter, every relationship, and every experience. There is no gap between the self and the divine pulse. When one aligns with the sacred flow, they become one with it. The divine rhythm moves through every part of the being, guiding every thought, every action, every word. There is no division between self and other, between inner and outer. All is interconnected, all is part of the same divine rhythm. The more one aligns with this flow, the more peace, love, and joy naturally overflow from the soul, shaping every aspect of life with their divine presence. The divine pulse continues to move through all things, unceasing, eternal, and perfect. It moves through every moment, every interaction, every experience. To align with the divine rhythm is to live in harmony with the sacred flow, to become one with the pulse that sustains all life. As one surrenders to this divine flow, peace, love, and joy overflow from within, filling every experience with their presence. There is no need to search for peace, love, or joy outside oneself, for they are already within, already part of one's essence. When one aligns with the divine rhythm, these qualities rise naturally, filling every moment with their divine presence. In this alignment, there is no need for effort, no need for striving. All is already in perfect harmony. The divine rhythm moves through every thought, every word, every action, guiding every step with grace and wisdom. The more one aligns with this flow, the more peace, love, and joy naturally overflow from the soul, transforming every moment into an opportunity to express divine grace. Every encounter, every relationship, every experience becomes an opportunity to reflect the divine presence that moves through all things. There is no separation between the self and the divine pulse. When one aligns with the sacred rhythm, they become an instrument of divine energy, a vessel through which peace, love, and joy flow freely into the world. There is no need to force or strive for these qualities, for they are already within. They are part of the essence of being, part of the divine pulse that moves through every soul. The more one surrenders to the flow, the more these qualities overflow, transforming every aspect of life into an expression of divine grace. Every breath becomes a reflection of the divine pulse, every step a dance with the sacred rhythm that moves through all. Every experience, every thought, every word becomes an opportunity to live in harmony with the divine pulse, to reflect peace, love, and joy in every interaction. The more one aligns with the divine rhythm, the more these divine qualities overflow from the soul, filling every moment with their divine presence. There is no gap between the self and the divine pulse. The sacred flow moves through every part of the being, shaping every experience, every interaction, every relationship. As one continues to align with the divine pulse, peace, love, and joy overflow from the soul, transforming every experience into an opportunity to express divine unity. To align with the divine rhythm is to recognize that all life, all creation, is connected through the same sacred flow. There is no distance, no separation, no division. All beings are part of the same divine pulse, each one an expression of the eternal rhythm that guides the universe. In this alignment, peace, love, and joy naturally rise from the soul, filling every moment with their divine presence. Every breath, every action, every thought becomes an opportunity to express the divine pulse, to live in harmony with the sacred rhythm that sustains all life. The divine rhythm continues, flowing eternally, shaping all that is and will be. As one aligns with this flow, they become a reflection of the divine pulse, an instrument through which peace, love, and joy flow freely into the world. There is no end to the flow of the divine pulse, for it moves through all things, unceasing and eternal. When one surrenders to this sacred rhythm, peace, love, and joy overflow from the soul, filling every experience with divine grace. Every encounter becomes an opportunity to express the divine presence that moves through all, to live in harmony with the sacred flow that sustains all life. The river does not cease in its journey, nor does it demand the world to change for it. It flows, in surrender and in certainty, knowing that each bend, each stone, each whisper of wind against its surface is precisely as it must be. It does not look back to mourn the mountains from which it came, nor does it rush to meet the ocean before its time. It exists in perfect harmony, neither bound nor lost, neither hesitating nor forcing, only moving, only becoming. The fire does not plead to burn, it simply does. It does not negotiate with the wood that feeds it, nor does it seek permission from the air that fuels its existence. It rises, consuming, transforming, giving warmth and destruction in equal measure. It does not question its nature, does not resist its fate. Whether it roars in the heart of a furnace or flickers in the palm of a candle, it remains what it is, unwavering, certain, true. The wind does not ask if it may carry the leaves, nor does it wonder if it is welcome in the sky. It dances without fear, touching all things yet belonging to none. It bends the trees, but does not break them, whispers to the earth, but does not claim it, sings through the mountains without seeking applause. It is motion itself, unchained, unhindered, limitless. The stars do not seek validation for their glow. They burr across the abyss, casting their light into the void, indifferent to who may witness. They shine not because they are seen, but because it is their nature to shine. Even in the depths of silence, even in the vast and endless dark, they remain steady and eternal. They do not flicker in doubt, do not shrink in uncertainty. They burn because they must, because the universe has willed it, because existence itself has declared them worthy. The ocean does not deny the rivers that join it, nor does it hoard the rain that returns to its depths. It accepts all that comes, releases all that must go. It does not hold back the tide in fear, does not resist the storm in defiance. It swells, it recedes, it moves with the unseen hand of the moon, trusting the rhythm, obeying the pull of forces older than time. It is vast beyond measure, deep beyond sight, powerful beyond understanding, yet it does not need to prove its strength. It simply is. The tree does not clutch at its leaves when autumn calls them away. It does not resist the coming of winter, nor does it despair in the cold. It knows that spring will return, that life will rise anew from its slumbering roots. It does not fear stillness, for it understands that even in rest there is growth. Even in silence there is purpose. Even in emptiness there is preparation for fullness. The dawn does not ask if it is welcome before breaking the night. It does not hesitate at the edge of the horizon, wondering if it is worthy of rising. It simply arrives, inevitable, radiant, unshaken. It does not concern itself with whether the world is ready. It does not hold itself back for fear of being too bright. It simply rises, offering its light without demand, without expectation, without regret. The flame does not mourn the wood it consumes, for it knows that nothing is truly lost, only changed. The river does not weep for the drops that merge into the ocean, for it knows they have only become part of something greater. The breath does not fight its exhalation, for it knows that in release there is renewal. The self does not need to cling, for all things return, all things transform, all things are eternal. The sky does not limit itself to a single hue. It does not cling to the blue of midday, nor does it resist the gold of dusk. It welcomes the fire of sunset, the deep indigo of night, the violet hush before dawn. It does not fear the storm, does not resent the clouds, does not hold on to the light. It allows, it embraces, it expands. It knows that change does not diminish it, only reveals new forms of its infinite beauty. The wave does not curse the shore for halting its journey, nor does it despair when it is pulled back into the depths. It moves in endless rhythm, neither lost nor longing, neither grieving nor grasping. It knows that to be carried away is not to be destroyed. To be drawn back is not to be undone. To rise and fall is not to be broken. It is simply to be part of the great and endless dance. The breath does not demand to be noticed. It does not cry out for recognition, does not beg for gratitude. It gives itself freely, sustaining life without expectation, without hesitation, without pride. It is the silent force, the unseen gift, the eternal exchange between self and world. It does not ask for permission to exist, it simply does. The horizon does not mark an end, it marks a call. It does not declare a boundary, it whispers an invitation. It does not separate, it beckons. The self does not need to fear what lies beyond, for there is no true beyond, only more, only deeper, only further. The step forward does not take one away, it only takes one toward. The flame does not withhold its light. The wind does not restrain its touch. The river does not hoard its movement. The self does not need to wait to be worthy. It does not need to seek permission to shine, to move, to become. It does not need to hesitate before embracing its own vastness, its own power, its own infinity. The mountain does not doubt its own weight. The sun does not question its warmth. The breath does not second-guess its rhythm. The self does not need to wonder if it belongs. It is already here. It has already been chosen. It has already been written into the fabric of all that is. The dawn does not look back at the night, it is left behind. The river does not grieve the lands it has passed. The flame does not apologize for its burning. The self does not need to regret its own becoming. It does not need to shrink from its own radiance. It does not need to seek what has never been lost. The ocean does not measure its worth by the ways it sends to shore. The stars do not count their light to prove their place in the sky. The self does not need to justify its existence. It does not need to earn what has already been given. It does not need to ask for what has always been its own. The flame does not fight the night. The wave does not fear the shore. The wind does not resist the sky. The self does not need to struggle against what is. It does not need to battle against its own nature. It does not need to chase what has always been within. The river does not cling to the mountains that birth it. The breath does not grasp at the air it releases. The tree does not hold on to the leaves that fall. The self does not need to hold on to what was, for nothing is ever truly lost, only transformed, only returned, only made new again. The mountain does not mourn the rain that washes its slopes. The tide does not grieve the moon that moves it. The flame does not fear the darkness it consumes. The self does not need to fear change, for change is not an end, it is a passage, a cycle, a return to the endless, to the vast, to the infinite. The horizon does not close, it expands. The sky does not end, it stretches beyond sight. The self does not need to stop, it only needs to step forward. The journey does not take one away, it only takes one deeper, only takes one home. The stars do not fear the night. The river does not resist the ocean. The breath does not fight the wind. The self does not need to struggle against existence. It only needs to awaken, to surrender, to remember. It is already here. It is already whole. It is already infinite.